Hey folks, welcome back to Highway Blossoms? That's the name of it. I knew that. I didn't have to look the corner of my screen for a second or anything. A pleasant little chime greets me as I enter the station, Marina trailing closely behind. The drive was quiet after I turned the music on, and god damn it, my damn hair, my dingle dang damn hair. Do I have like a something I can hold up? Little light there. Oh, I can use this. I don't want to use one of the ones that are fucked up. Is this one? Gray is okay. I'd rather have one of my black ones. Ah! This is a terrible opening. One of the ritzy ones. I don't know if I really want a ritzy one. This is terrible. This is so bad. Why is this the opening of this episode? I can't go back now. I already said, hey, sup, folks. Or hey, folks. I don't know what I said. I said words. Oh, where is this one? This one here. Oh, no. Fight choreography. Get out of my way. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to look so bad, too. It's going to look really bad. It's going to look really bad. How does it look? Bad. That's how it looks. It looks bad. Oh, it looks so bad. Hold on. Ah. Looks super terrible. Ah, fuck. My life is a mistake. Everything is a mistake. Children, never be me. I am a living mistake. Fuck. Don't look like that. Look okay. Look decent. That'll have to do. I look like a mess. Alright, it was quiet. We listened to music. Turning the tables on her and asking what she was doing out there seemed to throw her off. I didn't mean to come off as cold as I did. It's just been ages since I've had a conversation beyond accepting some half-hearted condolences. Though, to be fair, I have never really wanted to hold one. The guy behind the counter is busy ringing someone up, so I set out in search of a gas can. The store is one of those big mini-mart places made specifically for travelers. It's surprisingly clean for a place surrounded by sand. Oh god, I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating and gets everywhere. Every corner has an unnatural sanitary shine accompanied by the scent of citrus cleaning product. This is all reading. This entire game is just me reading. And, I'm bad at it. Hey, they have the cola flavor here. I turn and find Maria clutching the slushy machine, her eyes widening like a cat's when tempted with yarn. Oh, please be frozen Coke. Frozen Coke is the best. Don't most gas stations have it? She shakes her head, but she doesn't take her eyes off the machine. Oh, fuck, what the hell? Why did my headphones just cut out? Audio. Why? Fucking beep. All the places back home only had cherry and raspberry. When we got sick of them, we just had to mix them together. But Marina finally turns to me, wearing a face of pure, concentrated sadness. I left my wallet in the car. My car. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Just looking at her, I can feel my fucking... There we go. Just looking at... This is a disaster episode. The disaster-sode. Just looking at her, I can feel my heart break. Wait a second. How are you expecting to pay for the gas? I don't know. I just remembered... How did she last 5 minutes out in the desert? Fine. I guess I'll pay for it. Really? Yeah. And grab yourself one of those slushies, too. But make it a small one. Her pure concentrated sadness melts into pure unconcentrated happiness. You're the best ever! She grabs a cup and holds down the button until the slushie overflows and drips down the side. I was going to pay for the gas anyway, but I'm hoping the drink makes up for the drive over. I spot the gas cans and with Marina happily sipping from a straw, grab one and head for the counter. The guy at the register is still ringing up the hello titties. The guy at the register is still ringing up the same girl. Lines of flimsy plastic bags line the counter, filled with a mixture of off-brand junk food and gardening tools. He scans the items as the girl digs through her wallet, her bandana-wrapped head pressing a phone against her shoulder. Bandana girl. Aren't you supposed to be the badass mechanic? What good are you if you're not? She swipes a card and hands it to the cashier. Swipes out a card. Okay, that's kind of weird wording. She swipes out a card and hands it to the cashier, more interested in staring at her nails than looking at him. How the hell would I know? Do I have the squirt check beneath? What? Have the squirt check beneath if you're so curious. I'm sorry, I see the word squirt and my brain just shuts down apparently. Woo. On the other end of the line, I can hear the faintest squabbling. I can't make out anything they're saying, but the tone sounds worlds more tolerable than the girls. If it's that old, then I say do it. Cash is cash. It's not like anyone's gonna care. You better not take as long as last time, though. I'll be waiting for you slackers outside. The girl slips her phone back into the crevice of her dangerously unzipped jumpsuit. What little clothing she has on underneath looks like it's gonna burst from the slightest movement. Not my type, especially with that personality, but it's hard for me to do anything other than stare at what titties! The attendant reaches out to help with the bags, but the girl snaps them away before he can. She shoots him with a heated glare that burns straight through the man and into the wall behind him. Turning around, the girl looks at us for a second before rolling her eyes and marches out the door, the bags weighing her down as they nearly scrape on the ground. Yeah, definitely not my type. Station attendant. I was like, what does a station attendant sound like? And then my head was like, station attendant sounds like mixed dog, my friend. And I was like, no, it fucking does not. No. I'm so close to doing mixed dog's voice, but I cannot do that voice. It's the worst voice ever conceived, ever. Good luck. He's a Muppet. He kind of looks like a Muppet. Marina and I set the can and the nearly empty slushie on the counter, like maybe some Fraggle Rock. They kind of had weird, like little like heads like that, kind of. Maybe I'm remembering them completely wrong. Will that be all? Yeah, sorry for more boring than that other girl. The attendant hacks out a dry cackle and scans the gas can. He flicks his oily ponytail behind his shoulder and then rings up Marina's drink. Been a lot of folks passing through and stocking up the past few days. Been a good change of pace. Sorry, it's like a really strained voice. Like I can't stop. It's hard to do when I'm thinking I'm mixed talk. I'm trying not to. I'm guessing that's why you girls are here too. There's nothing funny going on. This voice is not funny. I just cannot stop giggling. Marina eases in toward the counter, nudging herself tightly between me and a rack. Her hands creeping over to the slushie. For what? I'm just heading out to California. If I don't end up driving myself insane first. You mean you don't? No? The attendant freezes, forgetting about the scanner in his hand. Blinding red light beams from it onto my chest. About what? Why, the treasure! Marina's hand stopped just shy of grabbing the cup. Treasure? The clerk's chubby face morphs into a grin.
You're telling me that you girls haven't heard of the treasure and the journal?
I picked the wrong voice for this scene. I have! I frown, embarrassed. Marina looks at the floor again, her cheeks flushing red, her eyes flushing red. I guess she's always just this forward. Well, I heard about it on the news. It's kind of why I drove down here. You drove out into the middle of the desert for treasure? Sorry, but you've lost me.
Not just any treasure, Missy. The miner's treasure.
Now he's got an accent.
The miner's treasure.
He says it like that should clarify what he meant. I stare at him. He stares back. Marina sips the last dregs of her slushie. She's already finished it. Oh, she's so precious. You honestly don't know. Oh, whoops.
You honestly don't know?
Not a clue. Are you going to change that?
A little faster, ain't you? A little faster, ain't you?
Not really. Just have stuff to do.
Fair enough. A little while back,
this is hard.
A little while back, some folks were going through all the trash in their garage. As fate would have it, they came across an old journal. Turns out that thing belonged to their great-uncle, or maybe it was their great-grandfather. I don't know. Some dead old man. Some dead-ass motherfucker.
I cut him off with a cough, a polite hint for him to either get on with it or quit his yammering. Despite apparently knowing all this, Marina continues with rapt attention. Sometimes her drink makes that annoying slurping sound again.
Sorry, I'll try keeping it short. Anyway, after flipping through it, they found out that he'd struck it rich during the gold rush.
If he struck it rich, then wouldn't the family know about it? They'd have to be pretty well off, right? Oh, I can answer that. He went back home to Missouri without any gold and told his friends he hid it. By now the slushie is all gone. Marina tries for one last sip, but that's all that sucked through the straw is air. She peers down into the cup and blows a small sigh. No one believed him, though. I raise an eyebrow, even if... What is reading? If even this girl knows about it, then I must be more out of the loop than I thought.
Well, now, looks like Sister here's been doing her research.
The attendant leads into the counter and smirks.
Story goes, he wanted to eventually move his family out west and dig his gold back up along the way, but he kicked it before he could.
He slides his thumb along his neck and makes a cheesy sound effect to go with it. Marina giggles, but I just keep staring.
The folks that found the journal ended up selling it to some hotshot publishing house. Now, this voice is getting worse.
Now
everyone wants to retrace his steps and find the treasure. Shipments have been selling like hotcakes. Just got ours last week.
He points to a rack of identical books sitting by the door. A sign hanging above it reads, Treasure of the Desert, a miner's journey. Take part in the new gold rush. Yeah, that'll stick in people's heads. And people are really buying into this.
Sure are. I've worked here for over 20 years, and never have I seen this many people passing through. Even the Banshee before you was here for some supplies and a journal.
Sure, okay, this is a hoax if I have ever seen one. And where is this supposed treasure?
No one knows. It's all scattered around the desert. They say the journal has hints to its whereabouts.
Uh-huh. Marina, you said this is why you drove out here?
Yep, that's right.
But you don't really believe the treasure exists, do you?
Sure I do.
She pauses to think. At least, I want to. But wouldn't it be super cool if there was treasure? I'm sure it would be cool, but there's a good chance it isn't. And even if it were, do you know where to start looking?
No,
Not really. I never got that far.
I don't even have a copy of the journal.
She lowers her head, like she knows there's a good chance that what I'm saying is true. But I have to try. Her voice is soft and quiet, but there's a faint glow of determination behind it. Makes me feel ashamed for scolding, but the idea that she dropped everything for treasure is insane. To her credit, she did a little research, but that's canceled out by driving into the desert without a full tank of gas. She wasn't prepared at all, Morty. The people who care about her must be worried sick. I barely even know her, and I'm worried.
Don't be too hard on her, Missy. After all, who can resist a good treasure hunt?
He looks to Marina and gives a big gummy grin, courtesy of his missing teeth.
Ain't that right, sister?
Marina springs back with a smile of her own.
That's right.
Rolling my eyes, I reach into my pocket and pass some crumpled bills to the clerk. Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see it. He shrugs and stuffs the cash into the register. Though now, I'm just paying for the tank and an empty cup. I pocket the change. I give a casual wave from the exit. That should be good enough, thank you. Marina follows, though a bit more animated, waving her arm like a fan as she says goodbye.
Oh, and sister,
Yeah?
you go ahead and take one of them journals. Free of charge.
Really?
Marina lights up like a firecracker and bounces up and down like she's a kid again.
Yep.
Oh, wow, thanks, mister.
In one swift motion, she swipes one of the remaining books off the rack so fast I swear my eyes are skipping frames.
Hey, Amber, look, he gave me one for free.
Yeah, I see it. I tune out her chattering and nod as we walk out into the parking lot so we can finally get the fuel. The attendant shouts one last thing, his voice fading behind the glass of the closing door.
Good luck on your trip.
Desert people are weird. Maybe I did pick the right voice. No way.
Maybe it's further up the road?
Farther up the road. You're talking about a measure of physical distance, so that would be farther. It's further on the path to enlightenment, because that describes conceptual distance. Anyway, it's further through the nebulous concept of the future and the amount of editing work I have to do and then uploading and shit for the next episode. So thank you so much for watching and hope to catch you next time. See ya.